Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is a general yearly reading. So it's a January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December reading. The overall energy of the year for you, Libra, is the Emperor. So I guess you could say it's your other half in a way. So for some of you, this is about embodying an energy that is different to what you're maybe used to. For some of you, this is meeting someone who's quite different to you, but who you feel completes like your qualities. So like kind of like yin and yang kind of thing. So when you have a quality in one regard, they have another quality in another regard, that fit really well together, that go really well together. So for some of you, this is about embodying the emperor. For some of you, this is about meeting someone who's like this emperor. For some people, this is more of a father figure. The emperor can be a father figure as well. So those three different things. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. You have the honeymoon card for your overall love, romance energy of the year. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So this card landed on the star, so that is November, but then bounced and fell and landed around here with the death card, so that is July. So I'm taking that as, for most of you, this card applies to November, between November this year and July next year, because it went this way, then this way. So I'm going to put this down now. And you have release your ex at the top of the deck. And then you have the Chariot, Ace of Wands there. You do have another Knight of Pentacles under that deck, but just to get forward with this. So you have two Knight of Pentacles, plus the one on the other deck. And I think that's the only other double. So for January, you have the Magician. So this is, I'm seeing it as having faith in something, having a lot of faith in something, more specifically having faith in yourself in January, and really developing your skills, maybe even like doing something that you never thought you could have done before. So surpassing your own limits or surpassing your own expectations. For some people, this is more about retreating into their shells. I'm seeing the hood as a bit of a cloak, a cover. So someone with skill, but they don't always tend to show it. For some people, this may be doing some work secretly. So working behind the scenes, working secretly. So then for yeah, I'm going through this quite quickly, so because there isn't much space left for the video. So then for February, you have the Six of Wands. So I see this as releasing all limits. Also, because you have it's kind of interesting. You have Six of Wands, then Judgment, and they're both kind of similar. So it gives me a sense of releasing. You know, they have the same pose as well, hands up. So releasing, letting go. It's like finally being able to show your true self to the world. Although you'd think this would come before this, since this is like the Judgment, the initial releasing, and then this happens where you show the world who you really are. So maybe this is for you a bit of a 2-year reading, because you did have the Star and the Death card as well, so sort of going in a different order. And also we have the Death and Rebirth and Magician, and you have an infinity symbol here and an infinity symbol on the guy's hood, and you also have two hooded characters. So there is for the year, I am seeing a huge shift in your energy, a huge shift in your energy and in how you do things as well, how you work, and how you see the world. And you also have the Emperor, which is the opposite of the Empress, which is Libra energy. So then Six of Wands releasing, being what's the word? Being recognized, being recognized for what you've done, being recognized for what you do, being more in the spotlight. Maybe in February you will be doing something where you're more in the spotlight. Maybe something with your hands as well. And releasing fears, releasing worries and anxiety. This is a bit of giving me a bit of Leo energy as well. And then you have the King of Wands, so another fire card. King of Wands, this is I see this as embracing your passion and knowing how to handle it. So not following not following that passion all the time, but knowing when to follow and when not to. Understanding yourself, understanding your strengths and your weaknesses, and like I see that as also wearing your pride. Because this is a lion as well, and this is someone who's standing upright. So wearing your pride. For some people, this could be more about spending time with the King of Wands kind of person. So it could be someone with a fire sign, or it could be someone who has sort of that sort of energy about them. So it could be like a fire sign in the 12th house, or who has who's very brave, who's very courageous, someone who stands up for what they believe in, someone who is highly respected, someone who can be quite passionate as well, about their work and about people and what they believe in. So it could be you embodying that energy, or someone you know embodying that energy. Then you have the King of Pentacles, so two kings. You have two kings, a king of fire and a king of earth. So that's flames. That is, again, flames is freedom. It's uninhibited. You can't control it. And then earth is more restrictive. So two opposite energies there. With the King of Pentacles, I do usually mostly see that one, especially in this deck, as someone who expands their knowledge, someone who's very wise, someone who knows themselves. So you have the lion and the wolf, so like a cat and a dog. So again, this is energy of opposites. It's opposite energy here. So it could be, again, you embodying, being able to balance those two energies. You being able to let go and be free, but at the same time knowing when to control yourself, knowing when to have more self-control. You being able to go off your passion and just do it, and also knowing when it's time to stop and plan ahead before doing whatever it is. So then the Knight of Pentacles, so there's dedication here. So yeah, this is April for the King of Pentacles. So some of you, it could be more about what's it called, in April, more about studying more, learning, planning for something as well, learning more, becoming more of a boss, I guess, in your area. The Knight of Pentacles, so this is more of a long journey ahead. This is something that requires more dedication, more determination. This is commitment. So there could be a task or something where you're going to have to put this energy into it. So it could be whatever this is, the magician, or the skill, or could be whatever this is, whatever you are planning for. You could be planning for something really big where you're taking a leading role into it as well. So becoming a leader in something. Then you have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands, I see that as taking on other people's responsibilities. So I do also see that as being in a leader role where you're expected, under the rubber marks on the table, because I've been rubbing stuff out. So where you are given all this responsibility as a leader, responsible for a lot, for the if it's a company or if it's a project, you're responsible for whether it fails or not. Like with a movie, it's the director that usually gets the responsibility of whether the movie does well or not. So a few minutes left, I'm going to just whiz past this. So heavy responsibility there in June. Then death and rebirth, again, as I mentioned before, changing, seeing the world in a different way. Also maybe for some people, covering themselves up, so not really showing all of themselves. And growth. This is also growth. Then judgment, so letting go of fear of how other people see you. This is also letting go of judgment, so not judging others and not feeling worried about being judged yourself. For some people, this is more about like maybe you find something where you are more, I guess I could say, more like, especially if you're someone who tends to worry about what other people think, maybe you find something where you're more proud of this work. So there's a lot of like letting go of fear and being proud. The King of Wands, the Six of Wands, being proud. Then you have the Moon in reverse. I'm seeing this card as secrets coming, because it's like she's coming down with her upside down. She's not sinking, she's rising to the top. So that's secrets coming to the surface. That's your true self coming up. So this is you really coming into your own body, you really feeling your own energy and letting it go, letting it loose, and showing everyone else who you really are, basically. And the green is very interesting as well. So I do see that as a healing of the heart chakra as well. And understanding your own emotions. You have the full moon here. So understanding your own emotions, feeling that completeness, full moon, feeling that complete energy. So a huge shift in your energy and taking a leadership role. The Emperor is also a leader. So then you have the Knight of Swords. So this is more rushing into things. This is not exactly planning ahead. This is just going ahead and doing it. This is not being afraid of the risks. This is also it can be short journeys as well, and maybe sending a message to someone or people without really thinking ahead of what that message should contain. This could be a positive or negative thing, depends on how you use this energy. It could be an inevitable thing or a tangible thing. Also have that crow following it as well. So I just see that's like freedom of words. So your words not being constricted, you speaking straight ahead, straightforwardly, and being, what's it called, quick to think. Then you have the star in November. So then the star is more about it's generally wishes coming true. It's hope, it's desire. So you may have quite a few things you're desiring. Maybe gaining more hope in something. Not really getting many specifics with this card. You could be deepening your connection and your bond to the spiritual realm, or generally to the universe, so deepening your connection with the universe. Also maybe again, this all depends on your individual beliefs. So for some of you, maybe getting more involved in, for example, past life regression, or connecting with your ancestors, things like that. So yeah, the star is also about hope, and since it comes after the tower, and like I said, desires. So some of you, maybe wishes coming true, maybe there's something you're deeply wanting in November, or again, you're connecting with your ancestors. So a few things to go off with that one. Then lastly, you have December, the Four of Pentacles. So saving yourself, saving your energy, saving your income, saving your money, saving your possessions, not letting other people really get their hands into what you have, not letting other people borrow from your energy or borrow from your heart space, so that they don't take and leave you empty. So being careful with who you trust and who you let around your own space, and really, I guess, holding back as well. It's also about looking back. So maybe looking back to the past and analyzing what other people have done before to see what they could do now or what they might do in the future before to like leaving your bag with other people. So that's for December. So being careful who you trust, and saving up. For some people, it's more about saving up. For some of you, yeah. So I'm gonna leave that there. You have the Chariot at the top of the deck, so freedom. So again, freedom. Queen of Pentacles, you have a King and Queen. You have a Page of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles energy. You do have the Tower, so I didn't mention the star comes after the Tower. So maybe you've had a Tower moment. You have the King of Cups at the back of the deck. And this card, I think that's, oops, not that card. I forgot it. It got mixed up in the rest. This is me trying to hold the phone and show you the cards. Not working the best. So you have the High Priest at the back of the deck. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles. And then the Hermit. Eight of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles in this deck. Then you have Ace of... Then that one. And... I didn't realize I wasn't focusing the camera properly. So these cards at the top of the deck. So lots of fire energy and Pentacles energy. So quite opposites. And things coming to light as well. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully this resonated. If you liked it, you can like, share, comment, or subscribe. At the top of the romance oracles, you do have release your ex. I did mention release, letting go. And at the bottom of the deck, you have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. That could be for December. The time has come to clear your energy. So I did mention that with this release and the death and rebirth and other stuff. So I think these two cards and really embody this reading. Anyways, before this turns off, thank you for reading. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, you can like, share, comment, or subscribe.